Peace, family. Kanja Queen here. And in this segment, we are going to be getting into the prophecies for the year 2018. We are only a few days away until bringing in the new year. Okay? So, in this segment, honestly, I was doing some channeling sessions. As I told y'all before, I was going to do a video talking about prophecies. I don't know if y'all been feeling these energies, but yo, these cosmic energies has been hitting the planet like crazy. I'm telling you, these dreams have been intense, and there's like some type of a tug of war that's happening right now with the different energies over the planet, and it's like it's so you can't deny the energies that's happening right now. Peace, everybody that's coming in the building. We are live right now in this live session, and not too long, a few minutes before I turned on the video, I got a download from Djehuti, and some may know him as Thoth, right? But he's the Kemetic or Egyptian god of wisdom, of knowledge, of prophecies. He's the one who comes and teaches the human race all of the sciences and magic and spiritual stuff that we know. He's the record keeper. So he has the keys to the Akashic records, the past, the present, and the future. And Jehuti is one of the a close deity that I work with very closely. So I trust the information that he gives me, and he felt it was necessary for me to give this message to you guys. So I wrote it down because I didn't want to miss any details. So I wrote it down word for word, everything that he told me. So I'm about to read that to y'all right now. Okay? Y'all hear me good? Because I want the message to go through clearly. Let me know if the audio is okay. I know y'all been talking about my audio has been low. I'm not really sure why my audio's been messed up lately, but we're working on that. We're going to get a new camera. All right, I'm good? Perfect. All right. So we're going into the year 2018, and this is the prophecy for that. So this is in Jehuti's words exactly, right? In the year 2018, many people will seek truth, enlightenment, freedom, and resolve. For far too long, the human population has spiraled into a perpetual state of confusion and redundancy. We, the Ascended Masters, the Light Bearers Guild, the Galactic Federation, and other nations that you may or may not know, have stood on the side allowing your nation to develop and resolve its own issues. But we notice that some entities are violating the rules and code of conduct by interfering with your evolutionary process. Therefore, we have been forced to put our hand in this matter by creating catastrophic events to accelerate the great reveal. Not only will you see many strange astrological events occur in your world, but you shall also feel their effects immediately. Under a sleeping curse you have been placed, but fortunately for you, the cure is enlightenment, humility, strength, courage, perseverance, and faith. You shall see many social upheavals with those who you consider your leaders. Those who have wrongfully been crowned the elite in your land shall fall from grace. Many lives will be taken, but it is the sacrifice necessary to purge the planet of its sickness. They will try to scare you with fake diseases, but do not fall victim to their tricks. They will attempt to poison you through the food and water supply. It is wise to learn agriculture and govern your own food. An event will cause the creatures in the sea to become toxic to eat. Keep a reliable source of water for your families. Those who understand the land shall learn the secrets of the earth, and those who know the secrets shall have the most powerful healing remedies in their possession. False giants will fall, true giants shall rise, all preparing for the great awakening. 2018 is the year of the pioneer. More people will become healers, teachers, preachers, activists, leaders, and motivators. The old ways of the system is dying in order for the new Atlantis to be reborn. As we have stated before, many of you have forgotten who you are while under this temporary spell. But as in all magic, the effect eventually wears off. True love conquers all. The divine ones are awakening to their true cause and living out their destinies. More people are seeking their truth, and this will cause those in power to attempt more cover ups and lies. Kindred spirits shall unite to spread love, light, and truth. Those who have not learned their lessons and those who choose to accept lies and slavery will fight tooth and nail to keep the old system functioning. Many celebrities and well known idols shall speak out about the truth and expose many false agendas for what they truly are. Pay attention to the significant amount of mysterious deaths and missing persons, for this shall not be by accident. There are beings in your world that are far from humane. They are shapeshifters, appearing one way to the public eye, but completely different when the cameras are off. They feed off of fear, your energy, and your essence in order to survive on this planet. This is why they need so many lives to consume to keep them alive as they are dying. They will announce new science discoveries, new technology. They will announce all these new things to you. But understand, nothing is new about them. They have lied to you for centuries, but this will all begin to come out, as it has already begun. Strong cosmic energy shall hit the planet, causing many shifts to occur. The collective consciousness is moving towards enlightenment and grace. Lies are being replaced with truth. We advise you to walk in peace, love, and truth always. Make peace with the differences of the past. Unite opposites and restore balance within yourselves. Forgiveness is the key to release the past. Faith gives the course, no, faith gives the courage to move into the future. Never forget who you are and why you are here. This too shall become more clear. So that was from Djehuti. Okay. Now, basically, for those that are just tuning in that probably missed the message, Djehuti is basically saying that 2018, we're moving into a really powerful year. And then for y'all who study numerology, you'll understand that 2018, when you add up the numbers, it breaks down to the master number 11. Master number 11 is a really powerful number because it deals with creativity. It deals with enlightenment. It deals with opportunity. It deals with leadership. Okay, it deals with like the year of the pioneer, new inventions, new creations. More people are going to come forward. People who have been timid or scared to walk into their truth. More people are going to seek enlightenment. More people are going to want to know the truth. More people are going to walk into their own truth, their true purpose, their true cause. And that's what's going to create a big shift in the planet. More people are going to want to know, why am I here? You understand? More people are going to seek this spiritual life. They're going to seek this consciousness movement. So understand that this is not a trend. This is a way of life. Once you awaken, you don't want to go back to sleep. There is no going back to sleep. Like once you bite of the forbidden fruit of knowledge, you can't go back. Because now you're exposed to truth. Now you know what it really is. You see the matrix as what it is. And what's happening is that this matrix, this this three-dimensional reality that we created, that some of us are enslaved to, we're breaking free from that. You got me? We're breaking free from that. More people are taking the red pill. More people are waking up to what's really going on, what's really happening. And all y'all gonna start seeing more UFO sightings. Y'all gonna start seeing way more of that. Y'all gonna start seeing like strange things happening in the sky. I'm telling you. So pay attention. Look around you. You're gonna start noticing like things that the government's been hiding and covering up. They're not gonna be able to cover it up anymore. They're gonna be forced to put it out there. Okay, because there's powers that's over them. That's like y'all can't keep these lies up. Y'all gotta cut it out. You feel me? Y'all gotta cut out these lies because the people are gonna start demanding the truth. More people are gonna start saying like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Like literally, the mask is gonna be like ripped off of their face, and everybody's gonna see these false leaders for who they really are. Because, like the guardian angel said, there's gonna be a lot of deaths. And it's not to be afraid. So many humans are afraid of death, but you got to understand death is an illusion. It's just a physical death where the universe, and it's nothing personal, but the universe has to remove the energies that are just wasting space here, because they have to make room and space for the new energies, the new lives, the future, right? The star seeds to come through into this planet so that they can start to work. We've been put here to be the teachers so that we can guide them when they get here, because they're going to need guidance. They're going to need teachers. They're going to need healers. They're going to need people that's going to have to teach them their history, their culture, spirituality, how to utilize magic to assist in the great collective consciousness. You got me? So they need us. These babies, they need us, and they're looking up to us whether we know it or not. So, if you have children already, start teaching your children about the way of life. Start getting more connected to nature, because the way that things are going to start to happen is that you're going to have no choice but to get back into nature. You're going to have no choice but to learn how to farm, how to do agriculture, how to grow your own food. Because, like the guardian angel said, as Djehuti said, we're going to be put in a situation where the food's going to get contaminated. You're not going to want to go to the supermarket and buy food anymore. You're not going to trust it. Okay? So, what you're going to have to learn how to do is grow your own food. If you live in a city, listen, you can still make it work. Buy some soil, some plant pots, some potted plants, whatever you got to do, you got to make it work. Okay? Make friends with some farmers. Go to farmers market, start networking, ask them how they do what they do, create connections so that way you have an immediate connection from somebody who has a farm, who has the resources, and you know that person directly. You know where their farm is at. You know what's, if their stuff is being sprayed, if it really is organic. You want to start to build relationships with people who know agriculture. Okay, because when you go to the supermarket, you don't know who handled that food. You don't know where it came from, what source it came from, what hands touched it, or whatever. Okay, so definitely learn how to become more self-sufficient with your energy. Solar panels are going to become a really big thing. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to be big. So if you're not into solar panels, solar energy, okay, get into it, learn about it, because it's going to be the next best thing ever. Okay, so you definitely want to start making investments in that now. Now, okay, so more people are going to be relying on solar energy. Um, Solar energy, having your own water supply and everything. Why you think they make it illegal to collect rainwater? Since when was it illegal to contain natural things? What kind of sense does that make? You can go to jail if they catch you collecting rainwater. Did y'all know that? It's illegal. That's crazy. Yep, it's illegal. Research it. It's illegal to capture rainwater. That's why they want you to drink the water that they give. Bottled water was like a really smart idea. Whoever thought about that? Somebody said, I'm going to bottle water and I'm going to sell it when water is free. Food is free. We have food that grow from the trees. We have plants and herbs and minerals that we can eat. But we decide that we too lazy to grow our own food, so we're going to go to the supermarket and buy it. So they tricked us into thinking that we need them in order to feed us, to clothe us. We need to go back into the day like the Amish people do. They make their own clothes, okay? They know how to live off the land. They don't deal with technology, and they're doing very well for themselves. So when the shit hits the fan and technology crashes and we don't have no internet and we don't have Wi-Fi and we don't have electricity, what y'all gonna do? There are no phones, so now what are you gonna do? How are you gonna communicate? You understand? We need to get into our natural abilities, telepathy, contacting people from afar, channeling and giving messages in your dreams, dream traveling, skywalking, dream walking. Like, y'all need to learn how to do these things again. The information is out there. It's in the books, but y'all got to get out there and get it. And that's what the spirit is saying. It's saying, like, you're going to be, like, if you don't want to actively get into what you're supposed to do, then they're going to create catastrophic events that's going to push you in the right direction. It's like, you don't want to get your shit together? Okay, we're going to make you get your shit together, because the way that the energies are speeding up, there's no time for lag. They're going to literally start moving people out the way that's just literally in the way. It's like, are you here to serve, or are you here just to waste time? Are you wasting space? They're gonna push you. So you gotta do what you come to do. If you're a healer, stop being afraid of what people think. Stop being afraid, oh, is this gonna pay my bills? Am I gonna be able to provide for myself? Am I, what people gonna think, what my family gonna think about me, what my friends are gonna think about me? Like, stop worrying about that. That don't matter. And for those people who feel stuck, for the people that don't know what they're supposed to do, it's because the universe and your guardian angels are blocking you because you're going in every other direction but the direction you're supposed to be in. Okay, your relationship is not working out. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe because that person that you're with is actually one of the blockages that's preventing your success. Oh, the job that you're at. Oh, you don't get along with the people at your job. Things ain't going right. They just demoted you. Things ain't working out for you there. Oh, maybe because that's not the job you're supposed to be at. You ever think about that? God blocks us from what we're not supposed to be in. When you start to feel pain, that's just the universe giving you a sign that you're not on the right track. Try again. Go somewhere else. Move. You understand? Turn around. Make a U turn. Like, that's what the universe is telling you. But instead of listening to what the universe is saying, instead of listening to your inner voice, you decide to ignore it and keep pushing through. So what happens is the pain just gets worse and worse and worse and worse until finally you can't take it anymore. Either you have a nervous breakdown, okay? You ever hear about people who go through traumatic experiences in order for them to have a breakthrough? You understand? Sometimes they go through a near death experience or some type of traumatic event happens in their life where finally they wake up and they get the message. But the funny thing is, the guardian angel been giving you messages before that event happened for you to get what they were saying, but you didn't notice until they had to make a big scene to get your attention. You got me? So start paying attention, people. Facts. A lot of people are waking up, and if y'all think that we've been having a lot of astrological events happening in this year, 2018 is going to freak y'all out. It's going to be a lot of eclipses, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. All these different planetary energies are coming closer to the planet, coming to Earth. More people, your psychic abilities are going to be strengthened. So don't be alarmed if you start seeing things, like you start seeing interdimensional beings, like seeing little people, shadow people move in the corner of your eye. It's not an evil spirit, okay? 9 times out of 10, it's not an evil spirit in your house. It's just you literally seeing through the veil. You seeing into a whole different world, a whole different universe. Because if you read the Emerald Tablets by Djehuti, he says that there is no time, there is no space, there is no such thing as empty space. Everything is occupying something. We are a world within many worlds. Once you read the Emerald Tablets, you will never be the same again. That's a fact. And he says that. He says once you read this, the Emerald Tablets was built and created out of this alchemical material that cannot be destroyed. No fire, nothing can destroy it. They still don't know what chemical Djehuti used to make these tablets, but it's there. And he said, I leave this for my students who will reincarnate to teach the future generations about the lessons that I have taught. He says, for those who read the Emerald Tablets, for those who read the messages in these tablets, it will resonate with something deep in your soul, and it will reawaken the true God within you. But the funny thing is, you have to read the Emerald Tablets at least 100 times to fully understand what the message is. And that's how deep it is. Every time you read the Emerald Tablets over, you get a new message. You learn something different every time because you come back and you read it with a different understanding. If y'all don't have the Emerald Tablets, it's a free PDF online. And also, if you're in Divine Royalty, we have free PDFs in the files. So check out the files, and Divine Royalty is actually on the top. We know when you click on where you post your comments at, is right there on the right hand side, and it says files. Click on it, and it's a whole bunch of free information, free PDF books, you name it. So how y'all doing in here? I'm telling y'all, it's a master numbers are powerful. If you are a master number 11, it's really going to be a super intense year for you. And the funny thing is with master numbers, because we're moving into 2018, the master number year of 11, which can also break down into the number 2, but it depends on how you want to utilize that energy. This year, 2018, will be challenging for you. It's because it's going to push you to be the greater version of yourself. You may see 1111 a lot. You may see, 222, the number 22, things like that, because what's happening is the angels, the ascended masters, are getting your attention. And it's basically saying it's time to wake up. It's time to walk into your enlightenment. It's time to wake up from your slumber that you've been under. Okay, so you're going to be pushed. You understand? Like if you've been thinking about starting that business, well, your ancestors are going to push you to do it. Situations is going to happen where it's going to force you now. It's just kind of like, okay, you've been procrastinating. You're not going to procrastinate in 2018. Like that's a fact. You're not doing it, whether you like it or not. You got me? And they're doing this out of love, but it's tough love. It's just like, okay, we've been babying you for all of these years. Now it's time to, put your big boy pants on, put your big girl boots on, and like get to work. Because we got babies that's coming into the planet that need us. Some of us been put here to give birth to the gods. Okay, so I talked about that on my in one of my Instagram posts. And if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram, Brooklyn Bruja on Instagram. And one of my posts, I had put up a picture of this goddess and she was holding a baby. And the message that I got when I saw that, I channeled another message in the comment section and I put, for the women that are having issues either having babies, or for the women that feel like, they're in a certain state in their life where they haven't conceived yet and they're starting to feel some type of way. Because we live in a society that makes women feel like if you don't have a baby by a certain age, then like you're an old maid or something's wrong with you. But that's not a fact. That's actually subjective. Because at the end of the day, some of us are not supposed to have babies until our divine seed chooses a mate for us. Like we're not supposed to get pregnant. We're not supposed to contaminate our womb with anybody's seed that's less than worthy for our womb. And that's what's happening. So a lot of women that are late bloomers, what's going on is that your unborn child has not selected its father yet for you. You understand? And sometimes this even works with the men. Some men probably can't find the woman that they're looking for is because you have to wait for the right energy to align with you. This is called the twin flame relationship. Okay? So you're getting closer to your twin flame, but sometimes you have to go through those karmic relationships first so that you can deal with all those internal issues so that when you do meet your mate, you can meet them as the best version as you are of yourself and they are the best version of themselves, so that way you guys can create a star seed. That is how a star seed is born, out of true divine love. If you don't love yourself, how can you make a love child? How can you love somebody else? How can you bring a divine being into this planet out of lust, out of low vibrational frequencies, out of lies, out of deception? So in order for you to spread love, truth, and light, you have to know who you are. How are you going to be spreading love, truth, and light and you don't know who you are and what you're here for? You're living a lie. You feel me? So you got to be, in order for you, the highest form of love is to be who you are, to be who you was designed to be. That's you being God incarnated into a physical body by just being. You feel me? Celine says some women aren't interested in having children at all. And that's completely fine. You don't have to have a baby if you don't want some. Not everybody's designed to have a legacy. Some people get it twisted. You're not supposed to just have a baby just to have a baby. And that's what's wrong with this world, this society. People just have babies because they want to. You know what I'm saying? For superficial reasons, or because society says you're supposed to have a baby because you're a woman or because you're married. But the truth of the matter is, for me personally, and from what I realized, is that people have babies because they want to leave a legacy. How are you having a baby, but you bringing your children into debt? You haven't created an empire. You haven't created no foundation. You haven't created any type of savings for them, but you're bringing them into this world of debt for what? Like, what are they going to carry on? What, when you die, what do they have to carry on? What torch are they carrying? You got me? So we're here to light to ignite the torch, and then our baby's going to keep the flame going. That's what this is all about. That's what the whole reference of star seeds and offsprings and our genetic children is supposed to keep our bloodline going. Why do you think back in the day the royal families and certain bloodlines, they didn't like to mate with other type of races or other type of clans and tribes? Because they felt like certain tribes had certain bloodlines, and this is a fact. This goes way back to like the book of Inki, the Anunnaki. There were different races, and I'm not talking about human races. I'm talking about races that's like outside of the human um collective consciousness, outside of, it's just deep, y'all. Like it's outside of Earth itself, and Earth is older than what you think, and there's been beings here way before humans were even thought of or created. And like I always say, demigods are a real thing. The Anunnaki, the Nephilim, these are the demigods that they spoke about. The children of the Anunnaki, the star seeds. This is why some people have these psychic gifts that others don't. What is it about this person that another human being doesn't have? You understand? It's something in the blood. Our government, as you know it, have super soldiers. Do y'all know that? Y'all need to research super soldiers. These are people or children who have superhuman abilities that they lock up in like these military camps, and they train these children since they're babies. Like they put these babies all together in like a cage with a snake, a poisonous snake, and the baby who survives get to move to the next level. I'm talking about, it's crazy, y'all. The stuff that they put these superhuman super soldiers. Check it out. King Foreign, you crazy. He says I can turn Super Saiyan. I'm a god. That's a fact. Y'all know Dragon Ball Z was talking about us, right? Yo, Dragon Ball Z. Let me tell y'all about these anime. Anime, the Japanese, they know history. They know our history. They know who we are. A lot of these cartoons, you see, the funny thing is, American cartoons, American films and stuff, they don't really put the truth out there. They always cover it up and try to fancy it with a little Disney spin. But in other countries, they tell their children the truth. Like they put all of the truth out there in the cartoons, they put the truth out there in the movies, all of that. It's only in America where they censor things because America has its own formula. You got me a brainwashing. Naruto, Sailor Moon. Yo, don't get me started. Sailor Moon got me on this path. I'm like, wait, Sailor Moon was like the baddest witch ever. Yo, she was a bad bruja. I'm telling y'all. She had her black cat. She was a witch. She was casting spells. They was from a different planets. And remember, they lost their memories. Then they came to the Earth, and then they saved the Earth, and they gained their superpowers. And every time they transformed, their third eye started glowing. I'm like, yo, this is so metaphysical right now. This is so occult right now. Nobody even realize it. Low key. And I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, yo, that's why I love Sailor Moon so much. I'm like, yo, that was speaking to my history right there. That was speaking to my soul. Dragon Ball Z as well. Dragon Ball Z was really powerful as well. Cause they was from Goku wasn't even from Earth. And the funny thing is Goku was a god. You understand? Goku was a god, and he forgot his history. So he was supposedly supposed to be a bad guy, but he ended up having a really good heart, and he loved humans, and he ended up mating with one. Chi Chi, I think her name was Chi Chi or something like that. But anyway, and then they had a half human, half god son, and that's the Nephilim. That's the half breeds. You feel me? I know my anime. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I am an anime lover all day. You feel me? And y'all gotta watch. Don't watch the American version of the animes. Y'all gotta watch the original Japanese versions, the subs, not the dubs. The dubs be changing everything. They turned the lesbians, in Sailor Moon to cousins. I'm like, what kind of sick crap is that? Don't get me started. Now we in here talking about Now we're in here talking about anime. Let's get back on track. But the purpose of this video is to pretty much tell you guys what's happening for 2018, how to prepare yourself. You understand? If y'all haven't did the release and let go ritual already, you need to get started on that because you don't want to go into a whole new year with old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, since I've done that ritual, I already started seeing the movements. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of people and they fake shit being exposed, and I'm just like, look at that. Look at God work. And I'm not even fighting against it. You feel me? So, it is what it is. Are y'all ready for 2018? Because I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. I'm so ready. It's going to be a good year. And a lot of people going to be making babies up in 2018. I'm telling y'all, because all of these twin flames going to be reuniting. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Imagine love just spreading throughout the whole planet, man. I'm excited. Jensen Soto says, fact, clean up your past and leave it behind. And that's what Djehuti said. Djehuti said the key to releasing the past is forgiveness, meaning to forgive yourself. Because a lot of us are so hard on ourselves. We hate like what we put ourselves through. We so hard on ourselves, on the people that we love, and it's like you need to just let it go. Forgive yourself. That's who you used to be. You're not that person anymore. You don't have to be that person, even if that's who you was most of your life. So what? Every day you wake up is a new chance to be different. It's a second chance to make things right. You understand? So every day that you wake up and you open your eyes to a new day, when you greet the sun, just say thank you. Thank you for another chance to be a better version of yourself. Every day you should be better than who you were yesterday, striving to be. So let go, forgive yourself for all of the stuff you done in the past, for things that people have done to you. Forgive, let it go. Vengeance, guilt, shame, all of that stuff is just it's stuff that you don't even need to hold on to. It's making you sick and it's holding you down. Because if you're too busy looking in the rearview mirror, how are you going to see what's in front of you? How are you going to be able to move to your future? You worried about your past, what they doing. They not worried about you. Your past is long gone. You're supposed to be focusing on yourself. Where are you headed? Where are you going? A lot of people was asking about what ritual am I talking about. I'm talking about the ritual. If you look up the video I did probably like a few videos back, you'll see the winter solstice video I did, and I talk about releasing and letting go of things. So, forgiveness is one of the things that I learned this year. Forgiveness was something very difficult for me to do. Just forgiving myself, honestly. I'm forgiving of other people, but I noticed I was very hard on myself. I wouldn't allow certain things to go when it came to me. Super hard on myself. And I just realized I'm like, I don't treat anybody else the way I treat myself. Why am I so hard on me? I need to give myself a break. And so I really just wrote all of the things down that, I'm not too proud of, things that I've done, things people have done to me. And I just released it. I let it go. And I felt so light. I felt so light. So I'm prepared. And I have some tips and stuff for y'all that I want to give y'all some assignments to move forward into 2018. I have some things that I want to share. So hopefully these tips will help y'all to move forward into the new year, more prosperously, more vigilantly, more happily, all of that. So, if y'all ready for 2018, let me get a thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up this video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because we're always going live, channeling, spreading this divine knowledge, divine love, and all that good stuff. You feel me? It's deep. We got 200 some people in the building. What's up, y'all? Don't forget to like this video. What's up, Spinks? Get my aura spray. When I'm channeling, it takes a lot of energy out of me. I'll be telling y'all. Y'all literally giving me thumbs up. Don't forget to like the video as well, guys. I love y'all. Y'all always showing love, coming through, supporting. My Divine Royalty family up in the building. What's up? But yeah, um, some exercises that you guys can do. I was looking at some YouTube videos. I think her name is Lisa Nichols, and she had this video talking about how to prepare for the new year in 2018. And she was like, what you need to do is celebrate yourself, reflect on this current year, the year that just passed, or the year that's passing, 2017, and really focus on all the things that you've learned. What are some things that you've learned? What are some accomplishments that you've made? What are some lessons that you learned? Like all of the things that you're proud of. What are 10 things that you're proud of that you've done? Either 10 accomplishments, 10 things you're proud of. For instance, me, I've learned forgiveness. I've learned patience. You understand? I've learned, walking into my truth. I've learned courage. You know what I'm saying? Like these are important things to me. And what's important to me may be different to you and vice versa. But the point is to write a list of all the accomplishments that you've done. Whether you applied for that job, whether you got that promotion, or whether you got married, you had the baby, whatever it is, you got accomplishments. Write them down. Celebrate yourself. Too many times we're hard on ourselves. We don't celebrate our wins. Okay? Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. Because nobody's going to celebrate you. Nobody's going to celebrate you like you celebrate yourself. Jensen says, I fucks with you. You reminds me a lot of Santa Marta, the Dominadora. We both are dominators. You remind me of her so much, and I could feel you love working with her. Patience is the key to success. Real shit. Facts, Jensen. Lubana is my bruja. King Foreign. King Foreign, is you trolling? I'm not even gonna read your comments. You a clown. You better be careful with what you say in here. We got moderators that kick you out. Shadow is a beast. He kick people out for fun. So stop being bad in here. But anyway, yeah, family. That's some exercises that you need to do, and also just writing down a list of all the things that you don't want anymore. Making a list of all the things that you don't want, and just burning that list. Burn it in the fire. Take the ashes and throw it out. Get rid of it. And get rid of it, honestly. And before I go, I just want to pull a few cards as far as like what else may be in store for 2018, like what energies, what messages, whatever like spirit has to say. Because Djehuti, he said a mouthful already, you feel me? But maybe some other Nichiru may have something to say. The guardian angel is basically saying like when we move into this new year, you know what, like don't fret, don't a lot of changes are going to happen, and it's going to make you uncomfortable. Some things are going to make you sad, some things are going to make you cry. We don't, human beings, we don't like change. We like comfortability, we like consistency, we like to be comfortable and have everything our way. But remember, with comfort comes boredom. If life was the same every single day and you never had to grow, you would grow tired of it. You would hate life. You'd be like, what's the point? I do the same thing every day. Life isn't changing. There's no challenges. There's nothing to test my growth, my willpower, nothing. So what's the point of this thing? So the purpose of life is to boost you up, to buffer you up, to build your character, to build your spirit, to build up this experience with you as you move on to the next level. So when these changes happen, the guardian angel says, don't stay depressed. Feeling sadness, feeling is emotions, and emotions is okay. It's okay to feel it, but don't stay stuck in your emotions. Learn to let things go. Learn forgiveness. Learn healing. Heal yourself. You cannot become a healer for other people if you haven't learned how to heal your own wounds. And that's what the guardian angel is saying. Learn how to heal yourself. Learn how to heal your wounds so that you can be a healer to other people who are going through the same exact thing you're going through. They're going to need an advisor. They're going to need a mentor. They're going to need a counselor. And they're going to need you. So get your shit together. Heal your shit, okay? Lick your wounds. Put the past in the past and move on, because there's people who are waiting for you to get your shit together so that you can help them. This isn't about you. You have a purpose and you have to fulfill this mission, this soul contract that you came here for, because guess what? If you don't fulfill that contract, you're going to have to come back here and do it all over again. And I guarantee you the next lifetime is not going to be like this one. It's going to be much harder. So get it together this time, all right? Get it together this go round. The ancestors are uniting. You're going to start to notice that these intergalactic beings are going to start to communicate more with us, work with us on a closely connected level. They've been watching us and helping us from afar, but I feel like now they're going to start helping us more directly. And that's why you're going to start seeing more extraterrestrial experiences. You're going to start seeing more UFOs. You're going to start even having more dreams about aliens and extraterrestrial contact, because they are contacting you in the dream world. Because imagine if they just walked up to you, knocked on your door. You'll probably have a heart attack. Most of y'all who swear y'all spiritual and y'all want to see spirits, but as soon as a spirit pop up at your front door or pop up in your house in the kitchen, you be scared contacting me. Conjure Queen, I'm seeing spirits. But that's what you wanted though. You wanted to have contact, right? You did want to see your ancestors, right? Okay, so stop acting so scary. You got to be sure of what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, because you're going to get it. So once you ask the ancestors and the spirit guides to talk to you, to communicate with you, be specific. Say, listen, I ain't ready to start seeing you pop up in my kitchen in the middle of the night when I'm going to get some water, okay? I just want you to pop up in my dreams, give me my messages there, and warm me up. Because best believe they will pop up on you if you don't be specific. So definitely be careful what you ask for. Some of y'all scary as hell. Okay? So the ancestors are definitely going to be working with us more closely. So start paying attention to the signs. You're going to start seeing signs galore. Like them sequence, them numbers in sequence, like 1111 angel numbers, um, 1111, 222, 444 angel numbers. All of those, you're going to start seeing those like crazy. I know I have. So I'm like, yeah, they here. Them ancestors, them angels are here. Okay? But they're basically saying that the human race is going to have to learn how to work together. Because you see how all of them are aligned here? If one person lets go or loses balance, everybody else falls. You see? So it's really about, we're all interconnected on a spiritual level. We're all connected. It doesn't matter what race you are, what sex you are, what age you are, what religion or nationality you are. None of that matters when it comes to the ultimate cause of reason why we're here. And for the people that still holding on to superficial reasons like that, I mean, I don't know what to say to y'all. Y'all need to realize that this is not only a race war. This is bigger than race. You've just been duped to thinking that. Okay, a pep is coming through. Now, a pep is also known as like the devil in the Kemetic spiritual religion or spiritual path. And he's like the adversary of good, right? And remember, we were saying that there are beings, reptilians, who are not necessarily good for us, that are here in our world using deception. The snake is very wise, but not necessarily evil, but wise, okay? And what the guardian angel is saying is that you guys have to learn how to be wise as well. Stop falling for the same tricks. They've been using these same tricks on you for centuries, and you're still falling for it. And it's just like, that's why the ancestors and the guardian angels are stepping in now, because they figured that we would have been figured it out. But it's like, we're still in the same cycle of redundancy. And it's like, we got to step in, because if we don't step in, they're going to destroy themselves. And this is not the first go round where we got destroyed. You understand? Some say that in a whole different other dimension that we actually all died. But those who evolved, who got their shit together, who started to wake up and answer to the call, okay, we made it to the next dimension. And that's why we're here, right? We didn't die, we made it. So, some people have this access to technology where they're trying to erase our memories. Some of you may know it as the Mandela effect, some of you may be familiar with CERN, okay? So, these are things that you want to start getting more aware of. These scientists in your world, they're not here for your greater good. They're not here to teach you about the new healing discovery, the new cure for cancer. They don't care about you. They're just here to create science to brainwash you, to understand how the human mind works so that they can manipulate you to get what they want. Oh dear, this is going to be a controversial one, but fuck it. Spirit says that a lot of people are forgetting who they are. People are very confused as far as their identity. And what the guardian angel says is that there is feminine energy and there is masculine energy. And some people have more feminine energy than masculine energy. This is the law of duality. We all have both. But what happens is there are certain foods that they are feeding us that is throwing off our hormonal imbalance and making us confused, not knowing who we are, what we are, our purpose, and things like that. So there's a lot of confusion going on, people not really knowing if they're coming or going. And because of that, is creating a dark cloud in our world. Like, the more people that are confused, the more ignorance will spread like a disease. So it's up to us to enlighten ourselves, because the more enlightened we are, the more brighter our internal light shines. And remember, light defeats darkness. Darkness cannot be where there is light. And at the same time, some may also say light cannot be where there is no darkness, because darkness is just a vessel to hold the light, right? A void to hold the light. So we need both. But you got to understand that ultimately you have a choice. Do you choose light? Do you choose the darkness? Will you succumb to your lower self, or will you climb to your higher self? It's really up to you. You have a choice. There is no right or wrong decision. The right or wrong decision is subjective to you. It is your world, it is your reality, and we cannot change it. You have the power of free will. This is why we've given you this gift. Got me? The new king comes. The old ways are dying for the new king to be reborn, for the new age to come into the collective consciousness, the new Atlantis to come. So this is why you may see your leaders now fighting amongst each other, is because their system is being destroyed. The guardian angel wants you to start watching these movies. Like, it's called The Hunger Games. It's a really good movie that basically talks about what's coming, what's in store, about these elite who are playing us like pawns in a game. Like, they're watching us fight. They're watching us struggle to survive. And at the end of the day, they know that this isn't even real. So what's happening is that you're going to start to see the roles reverse. Okay, imagine a reversible candle being burnt on the royal elite, and they're going to be the ones that's going to be, succumb to tough times. And for the people, the true divine children are going to step up to the throne. So these false leaders who took our crown away, who took our knowledge away, who made us forget who we are, who made us think that we were slaves, they stole everything from us. And then they tried to keep us in ignorance, thinking that the truth wouldn't come to the light. But remember, the truth doesn't never have to defend itself. The truth just is. I learned that from watching Buddha. If y'all haven't already, tune into the series called Buddha. It's a foreign movie, but it's really good. It's a foreign series. But Buddha basically said he doesn't have to prove himself because he, for instance, there was a scene in a series where Buddha and his brother were playing a game, but the brother cheated. And the brother blamed Buddha and said, "Oh, Buddha did it." So the mother screamed at Buddha and said, "Why did you cheat? We didn't raise you to be a cheat. We raised you to be honest." And instead of Buddha being honest and saying, "My brother did it," he took the blame. And then when the mother later found out that the brother was lying, she said, "Why did you make me, why did not say anything? Why didn't you even tell us that it was your brother who cheated and you didn't?" She said, "Because I knew that the truth doesn't have to be defended. The truth always reveals itself. Only lies have to prove itself. The truth doesn't." He said, "I didn't have to prove myself because I knew you would find out eventually." And I'm like, yo, that's deep. You understand? Like, so that's why these beings are working so hard to cover up their tracks. This is why, they going out of their way to keep us asleep. They going crazy. They may seem like they got it all together, but they falling apart behind the scenes. And it's like now we just chilling. We just waiting for the time. Like, all right, yeah, that throne. It's time for us to step on our throne and step up on that pedestal and regain our crown and scepter. Because the true Brujas and Brujos are stepping forward. The true kings and queens, the true divine royalty. You feel me? We in the building. And we come to claim back our crowns that y'all took from us. We coming back. We are coming back with a vengeance. Huh? Ampu. Ampu, whenever you feel lost or confused, Ampu is the one to call on. He has the keys to all of the gateways. Okay, the underworld, the earth, all gateways you could think of, Ampu, he has the keys to it. He knows all. Okay, so Ampu is definitely coming through telling us like times is about to change. Times is about to change. Woo. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Avery said that's my dog. Word. Ampu keeps it real. Ampu don't play. If you a dream walker, astral projector, Ampu is definitely a friend that you want on your side because he will guide you through it, through those doorways. Hold your hand and walk you through. Because he's walked me through plenty of times when I was scared. You said, Jamal said, my spirit guides be trying to fight me. Well, what you doing wrong? You not listening. They only try to fight you when you ain't paying no attention to them. Exactly. You got to get it together. Get your shit together, Jamal. Another good. Oh, no problem, Micaiah. Micaiah says she love it when I put y'all on to these movies. Another good show I want y'all to watch is Once Upon a Time on Netflix. Some people may say it's cheesy, but I don't think so. I love Once Upon a Time. I'm actually rewatching it again. It's a really good series. It's basically about fairy tale characters who forgot who they are, right? Like they live in this town called Storybrooke, and the evil queen cast this curse where they forgot who they are. Like they forgot Snow White forgot who she is. Like everybody forgot who they are. So they're basically gods, kings, and queens living in this city not knowing, like having complete amnesia, thinking that they're like normal people, not realizing that they have magic powers. And I thought about that. I'm like, yo, that's kind of like some of our stories. It's like, yo, we're sleeping giants, we're sleeping gods. We don't even realize that we have magic, we have superpowers, we have psychic abilities, but we've been force fed to think that we're normal. We've been force fed to think that we're supposed to blend in, that we're supposed to be the same like everybody else, but we're not the same. We're not supposed to be. We were born to stand out. We were bred to fit in. You got me? So live to do what you were born to do. Dare to be different. Once Upon a Time is a show. Yes. Once Upon a Time is a show. It's a really good show. And I'm telling y'all to tune into that. And it teaches y'all a lot about magic, about protection, about, dark magic, light magic, how magic works, learning how to channel your inner magic. They drop a lot of secret bombs in there. And whoever created this, they definitely into the occult. They definitely into the occult because they know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? For those who are into metaphysics and spirituality, if you watch Once Upon a Time on Netflix, you're gonna get hooked on it. It's very addictive. I'm telling y'all. Yes, Once Upon a Time is on Netflix, Shadow. Yes, Once Upon a Time is on Netflix. Bernard says, what if you have visions through dreams? You know what, Bernard? Let me tell you, back in ancient Kemet, they had a name for people who could have prophecies in their dreams. These were people who were known as one of the most mysterious and magical masters. I think that's what they call them. They call them the masters because that was a very sacred art to have visions in your dreams. Only the priests and a select amount of priests was able to do that. So if you have prophecies in your dreams, I think they call it oniomancy, where you have visions in your dreams. You dream walk. You see the past, the present, the future in your dreams. Um, they were highly valued, and if you have that, that means that you come from that bloodline of the priesthood in Kemet, ancient Kemet. Powerful, powerful priestesses, priests. They were strong. They were powerful. So I would definitely get learn more about dream traveling, prophecies. And the funny thing is it's in the blood. If you pay attention, you'll notice that if you have psychic visions and dreams, most likely somebody in your family had it. And most likely it's passed down from the mother's side. The women usually pass it down onto their children, their offspring. There's a certain gene that the woman has that she passes on. Okay, women can pass it on to their sons, they can pass it on to their daughters, um, and that's how that works. And there's some instances too where some people may inherit some of their father's genes as well, psychic genes, but mostly it comes from the women. So, perfect example. When I was having these visions, I didn't even know that they were visions in my dreams. I just thought that my dreams would just happen, and I'm just like, like the funny thing is, it's been happening to you all your life. You think it's normal until you have conversations with people, and they be like, wait, what? You have dreams about what? Like, perfect example. I used to always have lucid dreams. I didn't know that was the name of it back then because remember, we didn't have Google. We didn't have like you can just go online and search what does this mean. So it was just like you would have experiences, and when you would talk to people about it, they would just look at you like, "What are you talking about?" I used to always have dreams where I knew I was dreaming. I'll be in the dream and I'll be like, okay, I'm dreaming. So let me go fly. Let me go travel across the world. Let me go, I don't know, swimming underwater, breathing underwater. And it was like I was in control of my dreams. And so when I would tell people about it, they'd be like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And then one time I went too far. I went to some place I wasn't supposed to go to. And my ancestors was like, all right, you need to chill out because now you're doing too much. And they kind of like, nipped it in the bud, my ability a little bit just to protect me. If y'all ever watched that movie Insidious, that movie basically is like, is very true. The little boy had the gift of astral projector. He could lucid dream and he went too far and he got lost. He got lost and his father had to dream travel and do it too because remember, it's genetic for people who can dream travel is genetic. The only reason why the little boy could do it was because his father was a traveler. So you really want to start tuning in and finding out who in your family had these gifts and abilities. And for y'all who come from melanated families like mine, my family is black from the South, and you know they don't really like talking about spiritual stuff like that. Like people from the South, black people from the South were very spiritual, very religious, and if you went and started talking about having prophecies and dreams like that, and you wasn't a pastor, they'll be like, "Girl, that's some demons talking to you. That's a demon child." You know what I'm saying? And they'll try to bring you in a church and throw water on you and all this other stuff. So you just have to keep it quiet. Yes, somebody said drink plenty of water to remember your dreams. Also, putting a glass of water under your bed is also good, and an amethyst crystal under your pillow. And smoking weed also blocks your third eye. So sometimes it makes it harder for you to remember your dreams. So if you're smoking a lot of cannabis, you need to chill out if you're trying to remember your dreams. Okay? Now, hallucinogens are different. Okay, if you're taking shrooms and LSD and stuff like that, that's different. That'll probably make your dreams more intense. You'll be dreaming while you're awake. I Am Life says, is there anything different happening as of lately? I've been feeling extremely depressed for no reason. The reason why you've been feeling depressed, beloved, is because you're an empath and also because you feel deeply. You're not protecting yourself like you need to be. And the guardian angel says that you're supposed to be taking your salt baths, your spiritual baths, and you're not. You know, you gotta meditate, you gotta ground yourself and put your feet in some soil, whether you're walking through the grass, walking in nature, like you definitely gotta ground yourself more. So that's what that's about. Plus, you're entering a time in your life where you're transforming. You're shedding your skin. Okay, beloved? You said I ended up in your dream. What was we doing in your dream? Hope it wasn't a wet dream, you nasty. I'm just playing. I used to have a lot of deja vu when I was a kid. A lot of deja vu. And I'm just like, what is this? And little did I know I was traveling to the future in my dreams. That's how I knew when certain things was going to happen. Like I remember one time I'm in New York, right? Like y'all know I live in New York, and I was in junior high school at the time, and I remember it was me, my cousin, and my grandmother. We was in the room and we were talking, and we was all getting ready for school, and so I told him, I was like, today's gonna snow. But mind you, it was like the middle of April or May. That's springtime. It don't snow in no April and May. And this is when the weather was more stable back then. Now the weather's not stable at all. But back then, when the news anchor would say, like the news channel would say it's gonna snow, it would snow. If it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. If it's gonna be sunny, it's gonna be sunny. It was more reliable then. So anyway, I was like, I had a dream it's gonna snow. It's gonna snow today. And so my cousin was like, it ain't gonna snow. He said it's April. So I'm like, it's gonna snow today. I dreamt that it's gonna snow. It's gonna snow today. And lo and behold, it snowed heavy. And I came back and I wish I would have made a bet. Ah, man, I would have won that bet. And I was just like, didn't I tell you it was gonna snow? And my grandmother, she ain't say much, but she knew I had the gift. My grandmother always knew I had the gift, but she never really talked much about it. I guess she didn't want to scare me, but she used to slowly guide me into certain things. Like she taught me how to get rid of that old hag that used to come and ride me at night. If y'all ever had sleep paralysis, it's one of the scariest things ever. Ever. Even if you're a grown ass adult, having sleep paralysis is still one of the scariest things ever. So imagine being, held down by a witch when you're a little kid. And these beings know who you are, so they try to traumatize you when you're young so that you won't want to use your gifts and abilities as you get older. They know what they be doing. These witches, if you haven't been attacked by the hag, then consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself very lucky because that's an experience you don't want to have. And for the people that's saying they don't know what sleep paralysis is, good. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. My grandmother told me to say the Psalm 23 whenever that witch comes. Even if you can't speak, she said to think it. And every time I felt her ass coming, I said that psalm and she left me alone. Yep, you can't move, you can't scream for help. You just gotta lay there while that spirit is on your chest, pressing on your chest, screaming in your face. It's like a banshee. I haven't seen her ass anymore because I stay heavily protected now. I keep salt by my windows, okay, by my bed, water and camphor under my bed. I don't play that. Janae says she see it all the time as a child, and my mom took me to church and they said it was the devil. Slapped oil on me and prayed for me. I was so scared after that. That's the hag rotting you. Yeah. A lot of star seeds are coming into the planet next year, so you might hear about a lot of births, more people getting pregnant, having babies. 2018, it's going to be a really beautiful year. Sometimes things got to get ugly before they get better, and like the guardian angel says, there will be a lot of deaths, but it's more so to rid the planet of wasteful energies, but stagnant energies that's not doing anything for the planet. Perhaps they already served their purpose, and it's time that the planet makes room for the new star seeds to come through, because the future is here. New Atlantis is here. We are the teachers that's supposed to teach the new babies. Like, they're going to depend on us. We're going to be their ascended masters that they call on for guidance and help. Okay, they're going to be burning candles and having our picture on their altar, channeling us. All right, so they relying on us. They need us. And the great goddess energy is here. Het Heru is coming through, basically saying like the time of fertility, abundance, love, grace, truth, and all of those things of that feminine energy is here. Creation, inspiration, motivation. That motherly energy is basically holding us and giving us comfort through these trying times. Because these times are going to be trying. We are going to be tempted to go astray. The right road is not always the easiest road. Our truth is never easy. The path that's easy is more painful long term. So just deal with the trials and tribulations now instead of living with it later on in life, living with regret, living with like I wish I would have. I wonder what my life would have been if I would have just went with what my spirits told me. If I would have pursued my dream, if I would have went for my destiny. You don't want to be that person wondering what if. So take a chance, take a risk, do what you come to do because nobody else can be a better version of you. Only you can. Only you can live out your truth. Nobody else can do it for you. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your kids. Not nobody can live your life for you. So understand that there's not going to be much room for mistakes for 2018. Meaning, like, remember back in the day before you was conscious or awake or before you knew better, you can get away with mad stuff and nothing would happen. There would be no repercussions. The spirits would just give you a little pat on the back and be like, "You all right? You good, baby." Now you know better. So if you start acting stupid and doing things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, the guardian angels is gonna bitch slap you and get you to get your shit together. Okay, so that means that the consequences are gonna be way harsh, and that's only to make sure that you don't do that ever again. You feel me? So that's what they're saying. The ancestors are here, and they basically saying it's time for tough love now. Y'all gonna have to get it together. And if y'all ain't never got bitch slapped before by the ancestors, whoo, that slap hurts and you feel it for a long time until you get it right. Okay? So pay attention to the signs and the clues when you off track. They'll give you warnings before they slap you. Okay? But anyway, family, I hope y'all received the messages. I hope y'all ready and preparing for 2018. Write down all of the things that you have accomplished this year, all of the lessons that you have learned, and also write a list of all of the things that you want to leave behind in the past and move forward and heal from. Because it's now we got to heal our wounds. Now we got to move forward because we have a future generation that is waiting for us to teach them, to help them, to heal them. So let's heal ourselves so we can heal others. Let's teach ourselves so that we can teach others. And let's be the greatest version of ourselves so that other people can see our light and also replicate it so that they can walk in their truth. Okay? Because love and light is contagious. Energy is contagious. Energy spreads. So we are the cure to the disease that's been infecting the planet. Truth will heal the lies. It will always overcome. Truth does not have to prove itself. Remember this. At the end of the day, the truth will always be. The truth is the light. And we are leaving the dark ages. We are leaving the dark ages and we are entering in the new time of Atlantis, the new awakening, the new age, the new dawning. So, Divine Royal Family, it's time that we reclaim our crown, we sit on our thrones, and we start acting like the true divine royal beings that we are. Stop acting like slaves. Step up into your power. Step into your truth and start doing what you've been destined to do because nobody else has the same destiny that you do. Fulfill your mission. Do what you come to do. It's time to start walking in our path. It's time to start walking in our light. It's time to stop blaming people. It's time to stop living in the past. It's time to stop holding on to grudges. It's time to stop holding on to vengeance. It's time to let go of all of the things and all of the people that don't serve us. It's time to let go of toxic relationships. It's time to let go of hurt and pain and regret. It's time to let go of shame. And it's time to start looking into our future. What do you want? Who do you want? What? Design your own self. It's time to reinvent yourself. Who do you want to be? If you don't like yourself, then you need to change who you are. Change what it is that you don't like about yourself. If you don't like how you look, then maybe you need to exercise. Maybe you need to fix yourself up. If you don't like your weight, exercise. Get your weight how you want it. Okay? If you want to be a good speaker, then you have to start practicing. You have to start practicing in front of a mirror. Start speaking in front of people. You understand? If you want to change anything about yourself, you have the power and ability to do it. Don't complain about it. Just change it. Complaining don't change shit. If you don't like the job you at, then leave. Get a new job. Start your own business. Can't nobody tell you nothing then, because now you run your own shit. Okay? If you don't like the school that you're in, either transfer or pick up a different major. Don't do what your parents want you to do. Do what you want to do. It's your life. Your parents don't own you. They created you. Yeah, they co-created you because God created you, but God used them as a vessel to bring you through into this planet. So for the younger people up in here who feel like your parents own you, they don't own you. You are your own individual being. So if you hear, I see some of y'all commenting here that y'all hear it ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears, let me tell y'all, there's mixed reviews talking about that on the internet. Some people saying it's attack, some people saying it's divine messages. It's really what you feel, okay? Because remember, there's entities that's on different realms that communicate with you. Some may be malicious, some may be good. But you have to know, once you know yourself, once you can differentiate between truth and lies, you'll know if it's an entity trying to deceive you or trying to help you. Listen to what they're saying. When you hear that frequency in your ear, it's them calling you, literally like calling you, giving you a ring, saying, pay attention. Listen to the message. Listen to what they're saying. And not too long after you get the ring and start to notice little signs around you. You understand? If somebody calls you on the phone not too long after that, maybe it's a message. Maybe a song comes on the radio when that ringing happens. Maybe you're watching a certain show and there's like a line that the character says or a certain scene that resonates to your soul. Pay attention. The ringing in the ears is significant. Okay? And if you don't like the feeling that you feel after your ears start ringing, if you feel uncomfortable, say Psalm 91. That Psalm 91 is powerful. Like I always say, the book of Psalms is a powerful spell book. Spells is using the power of the word to create a reality, to manifest things. Your word is power. When God spoke and said, this is what it's going to be, let there be light, it's already light, it came. So you got to understand how powerful your words are. Some of y'all have the gift of the word, meaning like whatever you say, it comes to pass. That's why I tell y'all got to be careful with what you say to people. Sometimes you may say things out of anger, and next thing you know, that person that you were spewing hate towards is in the hospital. They getting sick, they dying because you did that. So y'all got to be careful what you say. But anyway, guys, my phone is dying. I got to go. And definitely replay this video, absorb all the information that we were sharing, listen to the channel message from Djehuti again, get the book, read the book, The Emerald Tablets, read the the Lost Book of Inky, okay? And also, I want y'all to tune into those shows that I also dropped, Once Upon a Time, and also tune into those animes that I told y'all about, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh. All of those cartoons are basically dropping knowledge about extraterrestrial beings coming to the earth, the light bearers, the healers, dark versus light, all of that stuff. This has been going on for a long time, but more people are waking up to it. Continue to do your research, continue to spread your light and walking into your truth. And guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? Conjure Queen is signing out, sending you all love, truth, and light. And let's spread this love, baby. Divine Royalty in the building. We about to throw some real ashe on it and show them what that Divine Royalty bloodline is all about. You feel me? So peace and blessings, guys. Divine Royalty is spreading this love and light all day, every day. We reclaiming our crown and our throne, baby, because the time is ours. New Atlantis is here. Ashe. Peace.